What a beautiful morning. What's up, YouTube? Oh man, early, like almost 9 in the morning. Today's January 25th, 2023. It's around 9, like I said. About 73 degrees today. And yeah. Anyway, we're gonna welcome to another skateboard knowledge video. We're gonna talk to my friend Mario Martinez. So I first came here February 1992, and right now it's January 2023. So almost been here 31 years, man. And he was the first one to help me out when I first moved here. So what better way to be sent off from the original OG I call Mad Mexican. What better way to get sent off from the OG himself, you know? So it's gonna pick me up. I don't know what the thing's gonna be today. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see when he picks me up. And yeah, it's gonna be an awesome fucking shit. Gonna be talking about how I met him until now, you know. See what happens. And yeah, so this video probably won't be uploaded to I don't have a computer, so I won't get that to I don't know, somewhere around the end of the January or beginning of February. I don't know, probably more like beginning of February, because I still gotta order a tower for the computer. Alright, see when he gets here. Look at this guy. I thought you could roll in the Jeep.
Oh, hey.
What?
Is it on?
Yeah, why? The fucking Mario pulled up. He's got to piss like a racehorse. Freeze. I told him to go in the backyard. So hey, we're gonna do like an interview. Alright.
Oh, shoot.
So this guy, February 1992, when I first moved here, Santana. He's the first guy to hook me up.
Man, 1992.
31 years.
Which way we going?
Wherever you're driving, you're the Uber driver. Anyway, so I could have met you in 1989, tear at the tower, Phoenix, Arizona, right?
Right. Oh, we could have seen each other.
Yeah.
And didn't know.
But that was the seed that was planted.
It's a cool contest.
Yeah. So I was in Santa Monica trying to look for the C.A.S.L contest. Ends up being a transition skate park. I don't know how I got that flyer, Mario. Think about it.
Is that when you were with Kyle, or?
That's when I first met Kyle, and he you sponsored him. I met him in the front. He was skating in the street.
He's got a clothing line right now.
Oh, really?
It's like a motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be 62, and my memory is starting to fade.
Yep. Anyway, I was gonna ask you, what year and why did you start at the Circle M skateboard shop?
Oh, let me see. The year was probably 1990. The shop was just needed at the time because there was 2 other shops in the area. I mean, they were cool and stuff. Well, I thought they were. And hooked up with one of my friends, and we put some money together and started Circle M. And Circle M came from a skater, William Ramirez. I don't know. I don't remember if we were at my house or in front of the shop, or we had just leased it. And he's all Circle Mario, and I go, oh, Circle M.
Yeah.
And that's where it began.
What year was that?
That was in '90, I believe.
Oh, so you only opened for 2 years, and then I met you.
Yeah. It was short-lived, but it was, the people that I met.
Yeah.
And the contest that we went to and everything, that that was the perfect time. I mean, because...
So what were you selling back then?
Oh, man. Anything from...
I mean, mostly skateboard bags, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, it was... I was going to mention, like, it was anything World Industry, Blind, Plan B, I believe Black Label. Those are prominent, the bigger sellers. But I bought everybody's boards. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? We could sell any skateboard. It really, there was people that wanted certain brands, but a skateboard, to me, I'll support anybody. At the times, Simon Woodstock had a couple different brands. We supported him because I really like Simon. He was a really cool guy. Sold a lot of new school. Alva, Tony Alva's a good friend of mine. John Valley, he owned New School, and there's a couple other brands. ATM. So we supported everybody. I mean, Madrid. Big
that was
wheels.
Mike Smith was on there, right?
Yeah, big wheels, small wheels, big trucks, small trucks.
So back then, like 90s, it was like small wheels, right?
Oh yeah.
What was the smallest wheels you had?
Oh shoot, I think there were 38s.
Was it 36 special or something?
Or maybe 36 or 38, and then
that was New School, right? 36 special.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember. Oh, I just found the. Oh, is it Plan B little guys? We had our own Circle M wheels at one time. We had some Think 40 ounces. Oh man, the list just goes on.
So how many different brand of skateboard shoes did you have back then? Like 2? Vans and Nana or something?
Well,
Edney's, I think, right? Yeah, Nadas, the red Nadas.
Yeah, we had the very first Nada shoes at our shops. Airwalk was a big seller. The Airwalk 1 back then was a big seller. And then everybody started getting into the sneaker things with, Adidas, because the hip hop culture was really big back then. So that's what was supported. But we had Vans, not too much of it, but we did do it.
I was asking this is because right now people say only they can only sell skate shoes to survive in the skate shop. Clothes and shoes. And you did it mostly hard goods.
Yeah, hard goods was but when Blind Jeans came in, oh my goodness.
Oh, the fuck pants?
Whew, that Blind fucked. Getaware was a hit. People would call the shop to see when the shipments were going to come in, and those jeans, they might last a day, 2 days. We were limited. Let's put it this way: we were limited on how many pairs we could buy. So, geez, gas is expensive here.
Why is it cheaper over there?
Yeah.
All right, so the contest is on Saturday, right? The transition?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask you, so C.A.S.L, C.A.S.L, California Amateur Skateboard League, and then there was a N, right? S.H or something, National Skateboard
Oh, the NSA.
Association. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were involved in that too, right?
Yes.
So how did you get hooked up with C.A.S.L and NSA?
Well, C.A.S.L was
So this is we're talking what
88, I believe.
1988. Okay.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
So Tony Hawk's dad was.
He was NSA.
NSA,
I have
right?
a little story about that also.
Okay, cool.
But C.A.S.L, I happened to see somebody and they said, there's contests, and my son was probably 7 years old back then, Jason, and we ended up going to a contest, and like yourself, I just started going and I never left. Ended up working, being the vice president, doing blah blah blah. Was invited to help at an NSA contest, and I met Frank Hawk, which Frank wanted me to help take over the amateur part, but at the time the timing wasn't right. But it was kind of an honor for to hear from him that he wanted me to work for him, and it was him and Tom Cousins, and I think Tom Cousins at the time was part owner of Transworld, or the whole 9 yards. But good times. I mean, and met so many great skaters, great people. Got to travel a little bit, worked with Vans,
So Van was always the main sponsor?
Vans was pretty much always a staple. You had other sponsors too, like Airwalk and.
Was there Bronze Age? No.
Oh, Bronze Age was.
That was Donald's brother, right?
Yeah, Mike C.A.S.L.
Yeah.
That was his.
Before he went to jail or something.
Actually, he had already done his little venture.
That was way before Von Dutch, right?
Oh yeah, Von Dutch was another story.
Yeah.
But
we'll go slowly from the 90s up.
Yeah.
So anyway, you said you had a story with Frank Hawk?
Yeah, like I said, he invited me to he wanted me to take over the amateur part, but at the time, the person that brought me to the contest, I couldn't take that person's job. You know what I'm saying? So,
when did Sonia come in?
Oh, Sonia was in there, probably since day one.
But she wasn't in charge?
She was in charge of I don't remember the whole what her what would you call it? Her title was at the time, but she brought me to the NSA contest also. But Sonia, rest in peace.
Yeah.
The stories I have with the C.A.S.L contest are just funny because at the time, Gene Hoffman, which owned Pipeline Skate Park, was involved, and we just had a crusty crew. Like I did gas.
All right.
Fun times though.
Yeah.
Without those contests, a lot of amateurs that became pro went through the C.A.S.L and NSA program. Let me get gas.
All right.
I've grown up.
So Pipeline was buried, right? They made a warehouse.
Yes. Do you remember when we went?
Yeah.
We used to go pick up all the
C.A.S.L ramps.
Yep.
So Gene Hoffman, right? She owned that place.
Yes.
And then why they started to bury it, or they?
I think the liability insurance was playing a big factor.
What year was that?
You know what? I can't even remember that year now. Oh. But they still had the skate shop, the Pipeline skate shop.
Do they?
After, yeah.
Who owns it?
Gene.
Oh. But not anymore, right?
Oh no, they
sold it.
I think they just ended up became an office or something.
Oh, okay. It's giving you a problem. Here, show you my masterpiece. So
oh, nice.
So it's gonna be 40 feet long. Deck's 4 feet. It's gonna be 2 feet high. Either pool coping or either parking block or pool coping. I think we'll put parking blocks.
Parking block would be kind of fun.
Yeah. And 16 feet. I want like a street style.
So
real long.
Long flat.
Yeah, long
So
flat.
you got setup time.
Yeah, set time, and then another, and then a bank. So it's gonna be 16 feet wide, 8 feet wide for the bank, and then up here. Yeah. So more of a street style, you know. Yeah. So come in summer 2023, hopefully.
So when
I
are
was
you gonna start?
I'm starting as soon as I get there. I think I'm gonna do like a 4-foot section at a time. Like build like a quarter pipe,
Yeah.
and then just keep adding it on as a. But there's a Home Depot over there. About a mile and a half from my
Oh,
house.
it's not bad.
So maybe I'll just get them to cut them like 4 feet wide, and put on a hand dolly, and then just wheel whatever I can. You know, I think I'm gonna use 1/2 inch instead of 3/4, since I'm gonna make a quarter pipe.
Right.
You know, brand new skate light is $250.
Ooh, I remember when we thought $100 a sheet. Because when
All right, let's go chronically, and then it's gonna be a good
we're gonna.
video. Yeah, we're gonna make it like a beat Mike Vallely's interview. His is 5 hours.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I watched it too, twice. That tells you how much time I have.
5 hours?
Yeah, he's the longest that's on the 9 Club interview. No one even came close. Cause everyone's boring, man. You know what I mean? Like Chris Roberts, right? The guy, you know, he's the main guy. He doesn't do the hard hitting question. You know what I mean? Like he's like kind of a pussy. You know, like just let people say what they want.
Yeah.
Instead of like telling, like asking the route, and then he doesn't even research the person that's coming on the interview.
Just does it.
So he doesn't have no like good question to ask them. You know, he just lets them rant.
Yeah.
And some of them just rant like wrong information and shit, and people have to correct it. You know, in the comment. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Well, you know, to each their own. Everybody does their own.
But we're gonna do all positive shit. You know.
Right. That's the only way.
All right. So Saturday was a C.A.S.L contest, right?
Uh-huh.
When I met Kyle and I met you. So I get there Sunday because I was living in Santa Ana. Your shop was in Anaheim, and Kyle was there early, and the shop. I don't think it was open yet. I don't think Cheryl and Monique was there yet to open it up. So I was talking shit. I was like, "Fucking Mario is late again." So me and Kyle was just skating on the curb. So we went in and met Cheryl and Monique, and then you showed up, and then you said, I have a half pipe in my backyard. My eyes were like fucking lit up, right? Because since I was 14 years old, 1985, right? I always wanted to come to California because when I was looking at Thrasher magazine around 1986, everything is in California. And as soon as you said you had a half pipe in your backyard, my eyes were like, what? That's the dream right there. So me and Kyle went over there, and then you told me you have a Bobo.
Oh, yeah. Crazy dog.
And you said he'll let you in, but he won't let you leave.
Right.
Looks like a lion. And what was it, Chow, right? Was it
Chow
brown
and
Chow?
Shepherd, I think, mix.
Yeah. So me and Kyle went there to skate, and that night when the sun was going down, I was sitting on, because you had a what? How big is your ramp?
It was, I believe it was 16 feet wide, 6 high.
That's it? I thought it was 20 at least.
Or maybe it was 20. No, it was 20. I'm sorry. I can't remember.
Dave Crabb, right? Is the one that helped you build it?
Oh, he was the one. He was the master of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when did you build that ramp?
It was probably late '89. Because he was Dave Crabbe was moving to New Zealand, and he came to my house the day before he left, and we did the whole ramp one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Wow. And with a what? 4-foot extension, 1 foot tall.
The extension wasn't on there.
Oh, it wasn't on there yet?
I added it after because, just a little excitement.
How much that ramp cost you? This was 88,
Late
89?
88 or 89, something like that.
How much was that ramp?
I think maybe $2,000. I don't even think it was that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it was probably like.
Because I remember we were building 3 foot for like 500 back then.
It was either $1,300 or $1,500 in that area because I man, do I miss. I sold my '69 convertible Cadillac to build that ramp.
You also had an FNH Harley, right? Back then.
Oh, that was a '79 FLH.
Yeah. So you had that one there too.
Yeah.
So you had to do a certain way, right? Like because of the code.
Oh yeah, because I had a neighbor that really didn't like me, so I actually went to the city, and I did drawings and all the good, and I don't think they knew anything. They just put a stamp of approval on it because they've never had anybody ask them for a permit.
Wasn't it supposed to be like 4 feet away from the wall? And
oh
like
yeah,
that?
we had barriers. Like we had to be this far away from this wall and not to whatever, and not to extend a certain. And the neighbor did end up calling the city, but the city couldn't do nothing because they came out. They opened up.
Yeah.
And there was a stamp of approval permitted to build a skateboard ramp in the backyard.
Hey, you want to go to Orange Mall to look at the bowl before they bury it?
Oh, I'm gonna have to leave early.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
When you gotta leave?
Probably in the next half hour.
Oh, okay.
Somebody, I got it. More stuff.
All right.
I'll explain to you off camera.
Off camera.
But when are they gonna bury that?
Anytime.
I thought it was already.
No. Bucky Lasek just had his 50th birthday.
Yeah, but I thought they were gonna that was.
No, that was only 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they can bury it anytime. It's gonna be a outlet, retail store.
Yeah, it was a shame that it had to end the way it did.
What happened?
Again, I don't know the correct story, but from what I understand, there was a BMX guy, and he hit the light or something.
What, he went too high?
Went too high.
No way.
And cut his neck.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and he passed away.
Wow.
So, again, I got so many different
stories.
So, but somebody I know that they knew the kid or something, or but they were telling me that he hit. I don't know if it was there was a plastic shield on it or something, and when he hit it cut his neck, but he ended up passing away. And that was the end of the park. And then when Cab had a party there, I didn't know that it was invite only.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let you in?
And I'm not.
I know what you mean, because me and Jefferson went to the Vans, Huntington. And so I went into the vert ramp part. First of all, I brought this camera. They wouldn't let me use this camera because they said I need a media pass. I could use the phone, but I can't use this camera. So I couldn't film. And then me and Jefferson went back there to the vert ramp. And the guy said, do you have a credential pass? I said, what? He said we had to go ask Christian Assoy because he's in charge of that. You can only ride that ramp unless Christian or Soy gives you the media pass. So Jefferson dropped in, and I was pumping, and then the fucking guy came and kicked us out.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Let's get into some good shit. I mean, because you don't have that much time, so
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, so long story short, I met Mario, and I never left. I went to his shop.
He literally did not leave.
Wait, I was sleeping under the clothes, right? I had a job in a mechanic shop, and as soon as I got off work, I went to Mario's shop, and I would sleep under the clothes rack. Yeah, the clothes rack by the wall, right?
Right.
And
I still remember one time you were asleep under there, and someone was looking at clothes. They pulled something open, and they kind of jumped. They're all, oh shit! What? I go, oh, don't worry, it's just my friend. He's sleeping.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was hilarious. But I still remember one time there was a contest in Santa Barbara, and I forgot you, and I drove back.
How many hours from Santa Barbara to Anaheim?
2.5, 3 hours, something like that. Probably about 3 hours.
If you want, we could just park on the street, and then we just do the interview, and then when you're ready to go, we'll go. Let me know.
And I remember.
So you had what? Ford Astro van?
Yeah, Ford something. You know, this is it, right?
Yeah.
And no cell phones back then, but man, we all kept in touch.
Yeah. You park right here to the right, next to the park. We just do it right here.
It says no parking.
Nah, that's Friday.
Oh.
For speech.
And,
yeah, you park right here. Yeah. That's
but
cool.
you know what? We kept more in touch with each other. No cell phones or nothing back then than people do now.
Yeah.
Nobody calls. Nobody, you know. But yeah, drove back, picked you up, drove back, and I think it was an all-nighter.
Mm-hmm. No, that was when the thing was closed. Remember? The Powell skate zone, when they closed, they had a all-nighter one. Remember?
I've been to a few of the all-nighters.
Yeah, I went to the last one with you.
But is that the one where Simon Woodstock did the bomb drop?
No, I don't think he was there. I remember we were sleeping on the couch.
I remember there was one at the Powell zone, and there was the 3/4 pipe.
Yeah.
In the bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and Simon Woodstock tried to drop in and landed on his head, and
Holy shit.
so.
Oh, the oververt?
Yeah, the oververt on the.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did it that night. I only went there one night, I think, with you. All right, so let's see. So 94. So 93. Remember? So my friends came with Chad Muska. Remember?
Oh.
And he tried to ollie that little curb in front of your store and broke his collarbone.
What was his name?
I forgot, but he was.
He just hopped out of the van,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he ollied, and that was it.
Yeah.
Good night.
And then, cause he was underage, so they had to call his mom. Remember? Cause he was under 18, and yeah.
And Muska was just.
It wasn't Muska back
No.
then. He was just.
Chad.
I didn't even know his last name was Muska. It was just Chad back then.
Chad.
And him and Jason went, and he stole one shoe from
His
Shoe City.
Ollie shoe.
Yeah, Ollie's the regular foot.
Yep.
All right, so I left here at 94. So I came 92, 94, I left. And then you got a job at Hazmat, right? And then you say you needed a ride.
Oh, that's
So
right.
I told you could have the truck. So you called the tow truck to come and get it. That was how much was that only back then?
I think it was probably like $700.
Yeah, your dad-
Like that.
your dad
My
did, yeah.
dad fronted it because at the time everything went to hell,
Yeah.
and I don't think I had one penny to my name.
Oh, before then, after a year I met you, you got me into the Thrasher with Chris
that's-
Ortiz.
Yep.
The sequence of that 10
I
stair
got
alley.
the Circle M team. It was Patrick and Anthony Carney,
Bobby Coons.
Bobby Coons.
I don't think I was on your team, tell you the truth. You were just hooking me up because I knew you, but Pele was on it.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah.
had Pele. Pat Chanita.
Yeah. Jimmy
Brent.
Ray.
Jonas Ray.
Jonas Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy never even sponsored me. That's how bad it was. He just hooked me up. I was wearing Circle M shit all the time, but I just got it because he knew me. He's like, this guy sucks.
Shit, Day One used to wear Circle M shirts.
Yeah. So yeah, so I want to say thanks for letting me be in the Thrasher. That was my
Dude, that was
my
like,
goal. That's it.
We were just like little ants, and then everybody was. Oh, that's when we had the Black Sheep shirts.
Yeah, Black Sheep.
The Circle M Black.
Yeah, I still. Yeah, I took one of those because in my old video I have it. I had that shirt on oiling some shit in Clovis. Yes, I went to Clovis and then went to New Jersey, and then you got the truck back, and then I got sick.
Right.
For dialysis, and then I told you it was too cold, 97, and then you got your. Did you? Yeah, you got that house back, right?
Oh yeah, the one on Hickory.
Yeah, cause how'd you lose it in the first place?
I think we moved.
Oh, you moved. Oh, we went to your grandma.
No, before that we moved because that's another story.
Yeah.
We'll just leave that part out.
Yeah, we'll leave that out. Anyway.
and then live with at my grandma's house, and that's when we started Society Skateboards.
Yeah, and then you send me a bunch of Society skateboards to New Jersey.
Right.
And I was at this one contest, and shit, that one, I forgot what that kid, he was all on drugs and shit. Anyway, super good. Forgot his name, but anyway, I was skating against that guy, and my run, all I did was I got like a skateboard. I was riding around. Like there's a fence, and I was holding the board up, and all these people was coming, and then I threw the board in the crowd, and they kicked me off the contest. They banned me. They disqualified me because I routed up the crowd.
Oh, the no rules in skateboarding.
Yeah. So I threw the board up, and he disqualified me. I was gonna win anyway because I was up against, I think it was CJ or DJ. I don't know his name.
Oh.
JD. I think JD something.
JD.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like, he's really young.
I know it was one of the ones I think I ended up sponsoring for Grind King.
You sponsored Bam on Grind King too, remember? Bam was on Grind King, yeah.
But,
Bam was on Grind King. So was Sheckler. Sheckler was on Grind King.
Sheckler.
Yeah.
Day One.
So anyway, 97, you're working for Donald, right? Grind King and Hazmat. So you needed a truck. So then I told you it was too cold in New Jersey. So you're like, yeah, come over. We got the house back.
That's right.
So I came back, and that weekend, John Falley from SOP Distribution, ATM New School, said they want to do a demo. So me, you, and Uncle Dave went down to Carlsbad. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
One more.
What happened?
Last one.
So no, we're done. We're done building the obstacle.
Yep.
And then I said, one more trick.
One more trick.
What happened?
Oh, found love.
First of all, what I look like?
Well, you had some
Catheter, right?
catheters sticking out of your neck,
And I
was
had like 10 staples in my right arm, or my left
you had
arm.
staples in your right arm.
On my
and I
left
said-
arm.
Or left arm. I said, no more.
Yeah.
No more. And you're all. And I still remember, last one, I turn around, you're on the ground. You're sitting this way, and your leg was sitting that way.
Uh-huh. And what you thought happened, though?
Oh, I thought you hurt your...
I thought my catheter pulled out,
Yeah,
right?
your catheter
And then
pulled
would
out.
you say, oh, it's only a fucking broken leg.
And I said, oh, you just broke your leg. It's no big deal.
So Uncle Dave had a LeBron...
Convertible.
Chrysler LeBron convertible, and he already put the convertible up, so we had to put it back down to get me in the car.
Put the top down, get you in the car with your leg sticking out, even though it's broken, but we had no choice. And I still remember going down the highway, and you're on, no, slow down.
Oh, because my leg feel like they're pulling apart.
Yeah. And then we get to the hospital.
We didn't know, because remember, we were not around that place, so...
Oh, yeah, to find a hospital.
Because we didn't know the place, so they just gave us... And there was no, like, like now, you know. I mean, you GPS
Yeah, you just
shit.
press a button and you're on your way.
It was just like word, right? John was just telling us.
It was Fred
go here,
Flintstones versus the Jetsons. You know.
Go here, go here, go here.
Yeah.
Turn right here when you see a right tree.
Yeah. You see the rock with the pink whatever on it, you turn right. No. And sure enough, they take an X-ray and.
No, but what happened when we got to the hospital? The lady, what'd she bring out?
I can't remember that.
She brought a wheelchair, remember?
Oh, yeah. No, we can't do
Yeah,
wheelchair.
she brought a wheelchair out, and you're like, no. You ran in and you told me you needed a stretcher.
We need a stretcher, you know.
So we got in there, and then remember the guy? He broke his wrist playing soccer?
Oh, the guy, and he had those
Chinese finger?
Chinese fingers and stretching it out so they could.
And his wife was crying harder than...
Oh, yeah.
And we were laughing, and I got the broken leg.
Yeah.
So then the doctor said what? Because I was on dialysis.
He's all, you need to take him back to
Special bone doctor.
special bone doctor. So we had to drive all the way, it was 100 and some miles
Back to up here. They just
back
wrapped my
to Orange
foot.
County and get you into the hospital.
Yeah.
And then when they get you into the hospital, you had to have another surgery
Yep.
besides the one on your leg.
Yeah. And then the truck wasn't registered, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you had to take me to the checkup doctor and
We did the old pallet trick.
Yeah.
Pulled the tailgate down and put pallets in the back so you couldn't see the license plate. Because, I mean, literally, like, we were on pennies for years.
But we're living the dream though. We're living the dream. Broke.
But went to every skate event, every contest, anything from nightclubs to whatever, and we were there. No money.
No money, but we got in.
We got in.
So when we were going to that doctor on La Palma, and we saw a motorcycle cop coming, remember?
Oh,
What'd you do?
Yeah, I took off.
No, maybe we turned right.
Yeah, I mean, I turned, so, you know, the cop couldn't see me, and then he followed us.
And then what? We pulled up to that house.
I pulled into this driveway like I was going home.
And then what the house looked like? Remember, it was like a 2-story.
Oh,
like,
it was a beautiful house, and I was like,
where that
oh,
truck doesn't, our truck
that
doesn't
truck
fit it.
did not know where.
Because we had it was a 1985 Nissan, white, I painted myself. And then the fender was dented because you rammed the forklift into it, remember?
Yes.
So it looked all fucked up.
Oh, it was, yeah.
then
No
we're
radio, no.
And we were looking at the cop
No,
just
no
drove by.
No
We're
means
so-
of support. Oh, speaking
so
of that,
scared.
let's go back a little bit. When we when we drove home
Uh-huh.
and the U joint was bad? Or?
Yeah. And no, you did with Lloyd
Oh, that's right.
coming back from Santa Barbara or something. And
The drive shaft broke.
the U-joint.
U-joint broke. So I duct tape it on, and I called my friend Lloyd, and I said, "Hey, I'm on so-and-so. You need to push me home." Okay, here we go again. No internet, no nothing. It's via telephone. I'm on the outskirts or whatever, and so I tape up the drive shaft, and I tell him, just barely bump me, and just to get me off the freeway. Oh no, he gets up behind me and he starts doing like 40 or 50, and well, the duct tape came off, and the the drive shaft just hits the ground, and I'm just like, oh. Well, after a few hours,
He had an old truck, right? His dad's truck or something?
he was driving the Pickle then. It was like a 71 Chrysler 4-door with a 3,000 whatever motor. I don't know. It was huge. Those are some more other stories. God, we could go on for hours.
So-
I think we could do 10 hours.
Oh, yeah, we
easy.
could be Mike related for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
So getting back to after I got my leg all the cast, I got a full cast all the way up to my my groin, and then after that, let's go to so you got me to build all these ramps to help you, and that's the first time I ever done a cut with a circular saw. I always did with a jigsaw, like a pussy. And you're the one that got me to do the circular saw. So we've been doing a lot of C.A.S.L demos. You've been bringing a lot of ramps. And I remember there was back then for an X game you had to do an X tryout, right? Back then, remember?
Oh yeah.
So you did one in San Diego, and I told you I'd meet you down there after dialysis, right? And then this is like around 97, 98, and I took the Greyhound down there, and I took the taxi, and the guy got lost. He charged me double. Anyway, as I was walking in, I saw Tony Hawk coming out. That's when John Falley made a Nerd House shirt.
Oh yeah.
Making fun of Birdhouse. It's called Nerd House. And I had one of those on, and I see Tony Hawk walking out of the
venue.
The X trial, because they didn't know who he was, and he was supposed to be the main guy.
Oh, that's right. He was going to do a demo. And
Yeah.
You got denied going in the front door or something. His name wasn't on the list.
Yeah, it wasn't on the list, Tony Hawk. And then you're like, Lo, get in here. And then you got me in there. And Tony Hawk couldn't get in.
Yeah, because I went to look and he was already...
Yeah, because I told you when I was coming in,
yeah.
He was walking out and he looked at my Nerd House shirt. I was like, oh shit. I was like, hey, Tony.
Hi.
Yeah, so, all right, so, for 97, we did a bunch of shit. And in 98, we did another contest in Skate Lab in Ventura. And right now, you're working for Lethal with Eli and Zach.
Yeah.
So you already got a job at Lethal Skateboards. And then at the C.A.S.L contest, they called my name for a kidney. So I had a beeper back then. So it was a Saturday. I called them, and they hung up. And then Eli was like, "Here, use my phone." Remember how much was that phone? They rent it.
Back
like
then,
$1,200, right? $1,200 to rent the cell phone.
Yeah.
So 98, and then you and Alana gave me a ride, right?
Right.
So what happened? You gave me a ride. Back.
Oh.
We were
First
in
of all,
Ventura.
you kind of missed the little story there, where you finally get a hold of the kidney foundation, whatever, and they said they had a kidney for you, and you're all, oh, well, I'm at a skateboard contest, so we'll try next time. And I'm all, what? And so we personally called and said, we're taking them right now. And we took you, and it was probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. And by midnight, you had your kidney.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in a matter of a couple hours.
Yeah, and the doctor came in like 2 in the morning, and he goes, "I'm gonna take a shower, I'll be back." And they gave me the anesthesia. I counted to like 92, and I was out. And then the next morning, I saw you and Alana standing there. The next morning, you guys were the first one there. So I was like, "Oh shit, I already got a kidney."
Right. That was insane. I remember. I mean, we had to drive from Simi Valley. Was it Irvine or?
No, we were at Ventura, the skate lab.
I know, but
we had to go to Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, that's right. I don't remember
the Western,
where.
yeah.
Western Medical.
So yeah. All right, let's talk about the Venice Beach contest. So you're still working at Grind King, and then we had to build a ramp.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
That was the second street grind.
Yeah. So you had to build a ramp in front of your grandma's driveway.
Right. All we had was a driveway.
And then you screw the screw into your hand, and that guy next door, remember?
Oh yeah.
You drove through your finger, and you
had to unscrew it.
Yeah. So anyway, we get there, right? And then Jason Lee was complaining because it was fucking rough. Remember? He said the ground was too rough.
Too rough.
Yeah, fucking Jason Lee. And then we set up. Remember, Donald? They shot up the cop car or whatever the car.
Oh yeah, they had a police car that they
shot up. Mm-hmm. And we had all that shit there. The big 2 banks, the car with the quarter pipe, and then
we missed a little part where we had all the lumber in the front yard, and it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
The contest is on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we stayed up pretty much all night building whatever we could, and made it happen. And then there was another little incident right before that contest. there was a little thing with Venice 1903 or something. I don't know. There was 2 different versions. Another story. We'll get into
So
that.
I think
But that was a really cool contest.
you know what? I think we started that best trick way back. Because remember, at every end of each castle contest, we would have like either a kicker ramp or something. Remember, we had Jason Macy. They had 2 kicker, those little plastic ramp tech, and they were trying. We kept winding it more and more and more to see if we can gap
So you
that.
could gap it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh yeah, because we had like a launch ramp after.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, the contest was great. Everybody skated the car, and back then, you know, cars were out already. Like it wasn't cool, and we kind of made it cool again. And the launch ramp
Yeah, we had.
contest after was insane.
It was like Mike Carroll, Christina Soy.
oh.
It was the early grab versus late ollie grab.
Right.
Because Mike Carroll and them were doing like late ollie grabs, and then you had Christina Soy, Jesse Martinez, and all those guys were doing like early grabs.
I think Cooksey was there too.
There was a lot of. Okay, so how popular was Vans? That was the same contest.
Well, I mean,
This was like 98, right? Like 97, 98? I think 98.
yeah, that was earlier. Than
When
that.
Mike
Maybe-
Carroll, that was when Mike Carroll had that pro model for Vans, right? Around that time? Yeah, I think he had the pro model.
Yeah.
And remember, they boycotted that. So Vans came out with a big old box truck full of shoes to give out to those guys. And then they put them in a big old barn fire pile and burn the Vans.
Funny how that changes. You know, like you couldn't. Well, here's a good for instance. Back then, we would get Thrasher stuff, and people were like, you know, and then a couple years ago, Thrasher was everywhere. Everybody wore a Thrasher. Like right now, everybody wears Santa Cruz skateboard gear. Like it's
crazy.
like it's Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
But
So what happened is when you help out with the castle contest, they would give you a certificate for free Vans.
Vans.
Yeah.
That's how we survived.
Yeah,
you know?
and you got what hot dog? What did we? What was the comp for contest?
judging or working
judging.
or we got a free hot dog or 2 and a bag of chips and
A Vans, either a frisbee, a hip pack,
a wallet,
pack,
a hip pack,
or a water bottle,
yeah,
and a pair of shoes.
yeah, and we were good.
We got like $75.
We're all like, oh shoot,
It was awesome because
it's a month before we get our other free hot
it was
dog.
awesome. It was awesome because we'd get enough, and then you'd like, oh, we got enough for the rent.
Right.
You know what was cool was before I came back in '97, you got like a good chunk from Donald, Hazmat, and Grand King, and you paid what 6 months? Remember you paid or a year for the house.
Yep.
So that whole even I broke my leg, we didn't have to do shit because you already paid for the rent.
I already paid rent.
Just needed. Yeah, that was how. So yeah, that was what 98. We did that, and we did another one. Remember there was a demo at the Vans warehouse when they had the first aluminum ramp.
Oh yeah.
And then they had the barbecue.
Yes.
And then all that food left over.
Yes.
And they told us to take it home.
We took it home.
Yeah, but look, you sat on top of the toolbox.
We put it on the toolbox.
And then you did donut when we were leaving, and all the food shot out all over the driveway. And you're flying like 100 miles an hour down the 5 freeway with your mom's house. What about the ramp in in Vegas? How was that? Remember the rollerblade kids? And the parents
the one
was
we
a
built.
pharmacy.
We built in the backyard.
Yeah, and they had like horse in the back, and it kept getting on fire because it was so hot.
Oh, the
ground.
The ground kept on smoking because there was a lot of horse poop.
So we built that ramp, right? And then remember, Dave Duncan took off in the middle of it.
Yeah, he had to go do some other event.
So Dave Duncan, he was hooking us up. He gave us his Subaru.
Right.
That was cool. And I painted camouflage.
I sent you a picture of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Didn't I? Didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. You should send it.
Oh, that's right, because I was trying to get a hold of you so I could send a picture of it because
cool.
I was sending it and
yeah, I got
it kept coming back.
Yeah, because I got for you a fucking Obama phone, so I'm good now.
Well, I'm gonna have to.
All right.
But yeah, that's another story with the Subaru, which is the original. It was Tony Alva's.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became like the Alva Skatemobile, and then Dave Duncan got it, and we got it.
And then I gave it to some girl in Texas. I drove all the way across here to Texas, and like 3 cops followed me every state I went to. Cause remember I drew the Spitfire on there.
Yeah.
And then Chad Muska, when we were doing his contest, he said whatever I needed, we paint Gato Chow on the side.
Right.
And the one side was Ghetto Chow.
Right.
And I got a bunch of shit from him. And then that was that same night we were in the warehouse all night or two. When you were building the pyramid.
Was it the pyramid? Or
yeah, the pyramid. We're sitting. No,
that was the other one. Remember what? I just remember this story because I was building a rail for one of the demos.
Oh, the drawing he gave you?
No, this was something. I think it was for Identity Board Shop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's another story. But just real quick. And I said, "Hey, Lo," and you're all, "Yeah."
It's always.
And then I go,
like
Lo.
6 inches. I told you 6 inches.
And we had to cut it and redo it.
You had to put 2x4s under it to make it taller because I told you it was 6 inches. And after you welded it, it was like.
But it was like
ankle high. It was like ankle high.
It was like 3 in the morning, and I'm not paying attention. I'm just welding.
And it was like slappy high.
Oh yeah. I've been getting a slappy rail.
All right.
But
hey, let's get out. Let me get a selfie with you real quick before we go. So I told him, you get rid of your 2 kids, I'll get rid of my 2 cats. Because those are my babies, you know? That's what I told him.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I need to show you. Hold on a second. Look at this. So the day before, he says,
my best friend.
So
over 30 years.
31.
31.
So
see, I'm old, so you have to correct me.
So start with this guy. What a best way to end with this guy. You know what I mean? All right, YouTube, enjoy. There goes the Mad Mix. All right, man. So that's the dealie. That's the dealio. So here's my stomping ground in the background. Yeah, man. Too bad we didn't get to. He had to go, and too bad. We could have got more interview, but so that's about it for Mario Martinez. Thanks for watching, man. See you guys next time. All right. Always keep on rolling. Running the water on go stale. All right. Be seeing you guys next time. Enjoy.